They say the best art is that art that garners the strongest reactions from its viewers. The reactions could be either positive or negative, doesn't really matter, but strong reactions nonetheless. With that said, Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney was a great fucking fight. Oh, my bad. Hey, yo, what up, what up? It's Lamech with Selah Sports TV back at it again. Chill. Well. What a fucking fight. What a fight. And I gotta start off by saying here's what I take away from tonight's fights. The Zone gotta do better with that music. They gotta do better with the music. Like, I didn't hear nothing past 2003. It's like, come on, man. Some of that shit wasn't even appropriate to be playing these days. Like, I thought the climate changed. No, but seriously, that fucking fight was everything. Didn't go the way I thought it would. Did not go the way I really wanted it to. Didn't go the way I wanted it to tonight, right? But beautiful night of boxing, nonetheless. Right? That's part of it. The elephant in the room is Ryan Garcia was able to pull off a huge upset victory against Devin Haney tonight in very, very impressive fashion. Was able to score 3 knockdowns. Had Devin Haney dangerously red alert in danger several times in this fight. The fight could have been stopped a few times, right? Devin Haney, man, this kid, man, tremendous heart. Devin Haney, I mean, he already had my respect, but like, this kid, I don't know. It's to the point where you can't even really call him a kid no more. After a fight like tonight, nah, that a fight like that will turn a man out of you. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because this fucking fight had a little bit of everything, right? A little bit of everything. This fight had a lot of everything, actually. This fight had a lot of everything. So, I mean, right off the bat, what I noticed is that Devin Haney looked extremely nervous. You know what? Let me take it back. Let me take it back a little bit further. Because like I said, this fight was loaded. This fight was a loaded baked potato with the turkey bacon on it, not that other shit. Right. But Devin Haney, tremendous heart this guy has. But Devin Haney, too much heart for his own fucking good. It's the same, almost the same. It's a gene. It's like a too much heart for your own good gene. Anthony Joshua has it. He has that as well. Devin Haney has it. It's the thing, it makes them champions, but it runs them into, like, what's the word? It's like they can't turn down any challenge, no matter what. Why am I saying this? Because Ryan Garcia, fuck his behavior. I don't care about his behavior. I never really gave a fuck about his behavior, because I always thought it was some old California, Hollywood type shit, like he's putting on some type of act. I always felt that way. Fuck the behavior. But when he blows the weight, not by 0.5, not by 0.8 a pound. No. He blew the weight by over 3 pounds. All right. At that point, you're a champion. He is not. He has proven nothing. At that point, you got to make an executive decision and say, no, man, nah, I'm not, no, man. Like, all you got to do is make the weight. Like, this, we agreed to this. You blew it. That's what you got to say as the champ. You don't get thirsty and say, oh, no, it's Ryan Garcia. Like, let's get the payday. Like, it's over 3 pounds. A lot could go wrong. And I start off with that because right off the bat, Devin Haney looked nervous as shit. He like, this dude big as fuck. Right? Because it's one thing to blow the weight. It's another thing to like blow the weight and still rehydrate on top of that. Right? But Devin Haney, I mean, look, there's no excuse for him because usually he has the hydration advantage. He blows up on guys. It didn't work this time. So Devin Haney came out jumpy as fuck, nervous, got caught right out the bat, and was hurt early in the fight. And from then, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, if you don't have a plan for that, it's going to be hard for you to win this fight. Right? And I thought of all of this within like that. I'm talking about that first left hook that caught Devin Haney in the first round and hurt him, had him stumbling and shit, stumbling and bumbling backwards and shit. Like, soon as he got caught, in my mind, in a split second, I'm like, if you got caught with that, it's going to be, I don't see a path to victory for him. Right? That's the first thing I thought. And then I'm like, wow. They don't have a plan for Ryan Garcia's left hook, but they still wanted this fight. Like, that's how my mind works. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why did you want this fight? You don't even have a plan for that. And he didn't. Now, it ain't like he got caught with the left all throughout the night. No, because the fight would have ended in like 2 or 3 rounds if that was the case. No. You know what happened in this fight? And I never seen Haney do this. And I don't know if I really wasn't paying attention to the corner as much, like the instructions and everything, but I don't know if it was the corner's fault or what they was telling him or if he was doing it, or if he was out there freestyling, right? But either way, I thought what he was doing out there was some of the dumbest shit that I've seen him do ever. It was the dumbest fight that I've seen him fight ever, Devin Haney. Usually he's out there able to outthink the guy. I think the speed of Ryan Garcia gave him a problem. The speed and the size. Right? You can negate power. You can negate speed. You can definitely negate size, right? But all three, that's a tall order. Tall fucking order. It's already a tough fight, right? Tough. I think under the rules, and you know what? Ryan Garcia is a dickhead because he could have been a fucking champion tonight. He could have been a fucking champion. He could have wore a crown for real, but instead, typical half-ass bullshit, blow the weight. Blow the weight. So, first round, Ryan Garcia hurts Haney. I would say Haney took a lot of those middle rounds, if not all of them. Haney took damn near all the middle rounds, and then this is why I say Haney didn't have the brain working tonight, because he could have, at that point he was supposed to make it a boring fight, make Ryan Garcia chase him around the ring, right? Because he's behind. Because at that point Ryan Garcia was behind. At that point, I want to say it was like because I haven't watched it again. I'm going off the first watch. I'm going off of me watching the fight live. So can't remember exactly what round it was. But Haney, after the first round, Haney took like maybe 6 rounds in a row. I want to say it went like that. And once you do that, the mathematics, not your ego, not your heart, not none of that other shit, just the math. The game plan should say, all right, let's just get the victory, right? Bigger guy, he's fast, he already hurt you. Like, just get this victory. You got the belts, let's keep it moving. No. Haney he kept pressing and kept pressing and kept pressing and pressing and shit. It's like Haney is not a pressure fighter. I get what he was doing. But when a guy has those 3 advantages that I already named, that's just not, it's just, to me, I got a problem with that game plan. With that said, it ain't like Haney looked like shit out there. No, Haney was up against it, and I thought he fought well. I thought other guys' fight would have ended probably in the first round, right? As I said, this fight was loaded. Now, quickly, Haney had this fight under control, and then Ryan Garcia. And I got to say this about Ryan Garcia. That chopping right hand was working real good. The chopping right hand was working real good on Devin Haney. So people, the narrative was all he got is a left hook. Well, it looked like he'd been working on the right hand. The right hand looks a lot better. The right hand looks a lot better. Devin Haney was throwing a lot of punches to the body, but you can just see he just can't punch. Like Ryan Garcia was turning his back and taking flush punches to his kidneys. And to me, like the punches that Haney was throwing, you give any other guy, most other guys, those free shots to a guy's kidney, he's just giving you the kidney shot. Not 1, not 2, sound like LeBron, not 3, not 4, not 5. Several in a row, and like he wasn't even hurting them. Something in the mechanics is off. He's not sitting down properly, right? It looks good, but something's off. Like it's punch perfect. Like it looks good. Devin Haney's form, perfect. Everything. But to me, he's too strong to not be able to punch, like to be for his punches to be that ineffective. And in a fight like this, against a guy like that, that could be a problem. Shout out to Derek James getting back in the winner's bracket. Right? It's been a rough go for Derek James. Motherfuckers not paying him and shit. Like, wow. But a big win for that team, for Ryan Garcia. I do kind of feel bad a little bit for Devin Haney. The amount of slander that's gonna take place, like all these guys. Trust and believe Tank Davis is probably already talking shit, right? But you drained that guy. You drained him, put a rehydration clause, rematch clause. You did all of that shit. Like, Tank should shut the fuck up. Or come up to 140 and fight a regular fight against anybody. We know he ain't gonna come up there and fight Ryan Garcia. Like, he won't do what Devin Haney did. Especially if a guy blow the weight. Tank would never do that shit. Ever. But yeah, late in this fight, Haney, it just looked like it was constantly hurt. I mean, put like this. Ryan Garcia scored 3 knockdowns, but Devin Haney went down a lot in this fight. Like, a lot. He got beat up. Few times was iffy, like he was able to latch on last second to make it not a knockdown type shit. Like, you know, even after the first knockdown, because he got hurt in the first round, but he didn't get knocked down. Now I remember. He got hurt in the first round, but he got knocked down later in that fight. But even after that, he was still in the fight because the referee got involved. Right after Ryan Garcia scored a knockdown, the fighters, Ryan Garcia is going in for the kill, so to speak. And they end up in the clinch. Ryan Garcia stupidly throws a little half-hearted punch on the break. And the referee, out of nowhere, no warning and no nothing, just took a point, right? So that could have been disastrous for Ryan Garcia. And the fight was on that path until once again, Devin Haney, not being smart, letting his ego, his anger, getting away, trying to chase down the bigger, faster, stronger guy. And he got caught again a couple times and went down. He was hurt the last half of the fight a lot. Now, Haney, like I said, tremendous. I lost zero respect. I lost no respect for Devin Haney. I've gained a lot of respect for Devin Haney. Because through all of that, he still won that last round. Right? Kid got hurt. All that Floyd Mayweather stuff, no, he's not the next Floyd Mayweather. No, he's just not. He's not fast enough. His defense is leaky, right? I know he's known as a defensive. I get it. Like, it looks, I get how it looks. He's not the most defensively sound fighter, right? But he has lots of heart. And he can fight. He can. But tonight, you know, just wasn't his night against this guy. We'll see. I don't know if this is good or bad for boxing. I don't really like this type of build up for fights. I just think the sport is great enough to me. To me, the sport is already great. Like, it's no need for this type of shit. But that's just me. Like, this fight would have been awesome without any of that lead up shit. Like, if somebody didn't see any of that, they turn this fight on, it's a great fucking fight. Fight of the year. A fight can only be fight of the year because both guys are performing at a high level. Right? You can't have a completely one-sided fight of the year. But yeah, real quick on Devin Haney. I mean, he never stopped. Even after he kept getting knocked down, like he because he knew he was gonna need a knockdown. And he was going for a knockdown, but he just he can't crack. He just can't crack. But I think he'll figure that out. Like, one thing I am concerned about, this fight is gonna take a lot out of Devin Haney. Like, a fight like this, getting bounced around like that, is gonna it's gonna take something from him. Like, you don't come out of this the same fighter. You don't. And he lost his titles. Ryan Garcia don't get the belt, but neither does Devin Haney. The belts are free in the wind. So let's see, who's scariest to try to get him, try to gather up the belts and shit. We'll see. Right. But anyway, we'll talk about this again, I'm sure. That's all I got for this one, though. If you like the video, bang off on that like button one time. Peace.